Malfurion versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
A lot of priests. This is one of the counters to priests. I feel like the Cthulhu version is a bit better though, because if you keep like Cold-Eyed Oracling and naturalizing priests, it doesn't really matter how many cards they draw. If you start like around turns 5 to 9, if you just use those, naturalizes those turns, because they never run out of steam anyways, priests. It is a little bit easier because they can play higher tempo plays. But for the most part, priest doesn't run out of steam, and they can only spend their mana very honestly. So even if you give them a lot of stuff to do, like say they have 10 dragons in their hand or 7 dragons and 3 spells, they can only just play 2 dragons in turn 7, whatever, 3-drop and Blackwing, whatever, right? It's still just, they're still playing very much on curve. And then you just kill them with the combo. So I like that version a lot better against priests. Malygos has its own things that are good against priests. Like, a lot of times when you play Malygos version, you just play Malygos on turn 9. And they can't kill it. I mean, last guy had Mass Dispel, but that's not common. This really might be worth a mulch tempo play here. He doesn't have Blackwing Corruptor until turn 5, although he probably has a second Twilight Guardian. If we play this for mana, we get a 6 mana. We can get blown out by Argus by playing Mirekeeper, trade. If he does miss his 4-drop somehow, like he might have coined out Guardian without a second Guardian, but with Argus instead. Some non-zero chance. I just need to stack up Drakes. Oh, he didn't have another 4-drop. That's good. If I start stacking up Drakes, it's so hard for him to deal with because then my spells are crazy. This is not even contesting. Oh, his turn was so bad here. Okay, this is perfect because I have a 4-1 left over and another Drake. Even if he Corruptors, I have still a big lead on him. I can even save Swipe if he Corruptors and just Living Root's Hero Power with an Ooze.
I wield the power, Black.
For the wild.
I value the Swipe much higher than the Living Roots if I could only value 1. Why didn't you Swipe last turn since you have 2? Because Swipe doesn't kill. What mulch kills? Swipe did 5 damage and Twilight Guardian 6 health.
Secret agent coming through.
Well, I could have swiped the other guy on the left. He had like a whelp, a Twilight Guardian, swipe the whelp. Trade in out of a 1 health guy. That might be better. It depends if you value, like which one you value more.
Secrets will uncover.
Once upon a time.
So he has 3 Discover Dragons and 1 Druid card here. We only have 1 more Nourish. Let's see here. We're gonna swipe. Like, this turn is already set for me. I already thought about it. I'm just thinking what form to make Mirekeeper in.
Time waits for no one.
We can Nourish and Nourish. I think 2/2 is better here. We're probably Nourishing into Wrath and something 9 mana. We can still play 3-drops. I want to get some value. Like, I could have not played Mirekeeper and swipe Wrath for 2 and Brand, and clearing this. Clearing this is very irrelevant. Taking 2 down cheer is very irrelevant. I just need to cash in some of the value of Ancient War before it gets death. He probably doesn't have death with how he played, but it's a big risk if I keep this as a 5/10 and then play a weaker tempo play, like, you know, just cycle the Wrath instead and Hero Power and keep this as a 5/10 and not play the Mara Keeper. So I like this better. Yeah, I think the 2/2 is better because it's only 1 mana for 1 turn. I'm not close to comboing from Aviana Kun by going for 10 mana. It just depends on whether the 1 extra mana next turn after the Nourish is better than the 2/2, and I think the 2/2 is better than 1 mana on average. Potion Madness. We want to save a swipe for Malygos.
For the wild.
I guess I kind of wish that they were. I mean, I don't know. I kind of wish they would stop printing like Super Troll cards, like the Warrior card. But I guess as long as it doesn't make it competitive too much, I'm kind of okay with it. I like Elise. I like how Elise keeps the theme of Elise. Like the theme of Elise is like high value, you know, create cards generation in your deck, just like the old Elise, creating more legendaries and stuff. So Elise is like a 5. Elise reminds me of the Shaman legendary from this expansion, White Eyes. It's like a 5 mana 5/5 with an upside, but the upside hits later, you know. This one shuffles a pack in your deck. We need to do 3 damage. You can Blood Mage plus Living Roots. Let's see what we find first here. We're not killing him this turn.
What to do? Time waits for no one.
For vengeance.
For the wild.
Starfall's also good with Malygos. Or, you know, maybe I'll ask him to use Swipe and then save Starfall for Malygos. I just need some kind of AoE after Malygos, that way I can make a comeback. Any AoE after Malygos is a board clear with 5 spell power, pretty much. I think Naturalize would draw him like 4 cards, not just 2. I still have 2 Auctioneers left, bottom 10, Nourish.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Malygos. We probably double Feral Rage here, one in each form. Actually, we don't care about healing. We're trying to maximize our card draw, and Wrath cycles for more. Even though it's not doing anything, I'm not under threat of lethal.
For the wild.
Alright, we have combo. Aviana Q and Malygos, and then we can AoE a couple times. It's not OTK. Malygos with 1 spell is +5. Malygos 2 spells +10. So we have 9 damage, maybe +4. 9 + 5 is 14 damage. 9 + 5 is 14, plus another 4 is 18. You have no more like Living Roots in our deck either. We just have to win based on the board after the Malygos swipe. And we can easily win off the board. This is at 6 plus 5 spell damage, it's fine.
My winged children fill the skies.
We probably don't want to play both Auctioneers, because then we can't play any other spell. But we're never playing another spell here.
Wow.
Actually, no, we might as well play the Feral Rage after.
Out of cards.
Can I win with this Rave Idol? We need a minion here or a spell? That's a hard call. Mulch into Auctioneer, and how did I kill him? He killed my Fandral too, so I didn't get the minion and spell. I guess spell.
What to do?
Wisps of the old god. Moonglade Portal into Sylvanas is a thing.
Time waits for no one. We're gonna be rich. For the wild. Job done.
Mulcher Naturals. Yeah, I mean, problem with Mulcher Naturals, I don't know if it wins me the game because I still need to kill him with the Auctioneer after. Minions with Divine Shield can stick around and get in 2 hits, maybe.
I concede.
Why don't we see Malygos Rogue? Only bad matches Power Warrior. I mean, there is actually a lot of people playing Finja mid-range Rogue, kind of like aggro Rogue. Malygos Rogue has always been bad against every single faster Rogue because Malygos Rogue still doesn't have good defense. And the faster Rogues usually beat the slower Rogues because there's not a lot of healing. I mean, Ladder's all Power Warrior as well. It's all Power Warrior and Rogue, like Finja Rogue. Those are, I think, by far the most 2 common decks that I've seen. Power Warrior's over 50% of the games, I feel. Maybe Priest. There's been a lot of Dragon Priest, but that's just been today, I feel. Like, the last, 5 games. I think the big reason why Malygos Rogue is, in general, if we don't think about it like that technically, in general, it's not that played, it's because you can't use patches as easily. People love to use patches. We should probably plan around using a Wrath next turn instead of just passing. If he's playing this turn 1, he probably is playing the Pirate 2/3. Right, because if he had Fire Wax, he'd probably not play Upgrade turn 1. He would save that for Fire Wax. What do you think the best deck is right now? I think Pirate Warrior is the best deck right now.
What now?
Hello, Green Day. How's it going?
Blood and plunder.
Let's clear out these pirates. I need to clear them out so he doesn't get upgrades in this. So much more damage if I get this upgraded. I hope he doesn't play 1 mana pirate and then upgrade. Yeah, Kor'kron is the standard play here. Drake is weaker to an upgrade effect. More mana efficient than Fandral.
What to do?
Did I ever consider something else like Mulch Wall Growth or Swipe? I think so, yeah. It's too risky that he removes so many and keeps hitting me with Kor'kron. It's more repetitive damage, whereas if he uses his removal in my face, like Heroic Strikes, then, I mean, I can't stop that anyways, but I can't stop minions from attacking me repetitively. Because then I still need to deal with Kor'kron next turn. Like, say I play, it might not just hit me 1 more turn, but multiple more turns.
X marks the spot.
Ooh. This allows me to develop and remove. Oh, even better. I mean, Fandral Wrath is 2/1/1s. And I could still Innervate Swipe in the Fandral Wrath, but I do think I have to burn the Innervate for it too. And Swipe is like a better card. Like there's AoE potential for Swipe. There's also Innervate potential like with Gadget's in. Or even just like Innervate out Coon for 10 armor. I think this is why Mulch feels so much better against Pirate Warrior. Naturalize is so much different because Mulch, they get a random minion, and a lot of times it's like it's whatever, you know, the random minion. Whereas if you naturalize, you give them cards from their decks. There's all these like high quality pirates and like these burn cards like Heroic Strike and Arcanite Reaper. We're 1 mana off from Fandral Innervate here. So I don't really mind mulching 4-drop that already hit me. It's more about the matchup, not really about like I don't know, like the value sense.
My winged children fill the skies.
I need to try to race him. I mean, we're okay. Arcanist are probably killing it, but that's fine. It's 5 more life for us, 5 more damage to him. Hopefully this swipe helps us from getting outvalued. He has life tap though. Okay, I have no idea how many times I used my hero power. It's probably not enough to use Frostdrain here. See taunt, take taunt. Sounds good to me. Consider Raptor would play with Ancient War. I don't know what the chances that this goes to 3 is. I think very, very low that this ever goes to 3 mana. Hopefully I can taunt him out, actually. Might Bryn Bear take burn damage instead of Moonglade Portal.
I wonder.
Might Bryn Bear take Juggler instead of this as well. So I could have played it. Alex Straza, ourselves, Living Roots for 2/1/1s hero power him. But Alex Straza could die to Ragnaros. Then he'll be at 5 here. And I can still Ancient War next turn or Moonglade Pearl next turn. That does sound pretty good. My other play is to Ancient War, Living Roots hero power. But then if he has Moral Strike, he can go for 25% chance. I think this is better.
I bring life.
What was that? I was like 8, right? Yeah, so if I Ancient War hero powered Living Roots, he can still Heroic Strike me, I mean Moral Strike me for 50. Not 50, for 25% chance lethal. You have to do 7 damage here. There's no one card that does 7 damage.